Girl, can I ask you something? Have you ever had a voice in your head that said, "Who do you think you are? You are a failure. Nobody is going to listen to you. Your dreams are too big. Nobody is interested in what you have to say. People are tired of your many restarts." Trust me, I have had every single one of those thoughts, and for the longest time, I believed them. Researchers in psychology calls it the inner critic, and studies shows that 80% of our self-talk is negative. That's mind-blowing. 80% of our self-talk is negative, which means the voice telling you and I that we are not enough is not a unique problem to us. It is a human condition. But here is the difference between the woman who stays stuck in those thoughts and the woman who chooses to move with confidence. One believes the voice, and the other chooses not to believe the voice. Like they always say, belief is everything. Confidence is not the absence of our inner critic, absence of self doubt or fear. Confidence is the decision to move in spite of the inner critic, to move in spite of the self doubt, to move in spite of the fear, and to move in spite of the pain. Can I get personal for a second? My shift from shyness to being confident or moving with confidence was not a dramatic moment. It was a choice, and then another choice, and then another one after that. A daily work of deciding that today I'm not going to let that voice win. That voice that says I'm not enough, I'm not going to let that voice stop me. And it did not stop me. It was a daily work of deciding today I'm not going to let that voice win. Not because the voice stopped, trust me, it did not stop, but starting to recognize what it was. Because it was not truth, it was not wisdom, and it was not God. It was just fear dressed in a familiar language that keeps saying we are not enough, I'm not enough over and over again. And I started replacing every lie with what God actually said. If it says, "Who do you think you are?" I replaced it with "God said I am chosen," because Jeremiah 1:5 says it. If it says you are a failure, I say God says his mercies are new every morning in Lamentations 3:23. If it says no one will listen to you, I will say God said he will give me a voice and a word, which is in Exodus 4:12. If it says your dreams are too big, I will replace it with God said that he will do exceedingly abundantly above all that I could ask or think in Ephesians 3:20. If it says people are tired of your restart, I will say God has restored the years that the cankerworm was eating, Joel 2:25. Every single lie has a God answer, and I had to choose daily whose voice I'm going to be living by. Here is what science confirmed about this choice. Every time you and I choose a new thought over an old one, we are actually building new pathways in our brains. We are not just thinking differently, we are becoming different. Confidence is not a personality trait that you and I are born with. It's a natural pathway we build one decision at a time. And here is what Romans 12:2 says before even the neuroscientists said it. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. God always knew that the brain could be rewired, and that's why he says we should be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And that is the way he designed it. Here is what choosing confidence actually looks like on a daily basis for you and I. It is not waking up one day and feeling super fearless. It is waking up afraid and showing up anyways. It is hearing the voice and choosing not to obey it. It is replacing the lie with the truth and replacing it out loud every single day. It is taking one step when everything in you wants to stop. It is choosing the life God designed over the life fear and pain prescribe. Day by day, choice by choice, step by step, that is the work from shy to confidence. And it is available to you and it's available to me as well. Right now, in this season, exactly as you are. And I want you to know that confidence is in you, girl. And you've got this, and God's got you so much. Before I go, I want to talk to that voice that keeps asking you, who do you think you are? You are a woman who is a blessed child of God with a God given assignment that fear and pain has been trying to steal for years. You are someone whose presence changes rooms even when you cannot feel it. You are a story that is still being written and the best chapters have not been read yet. You are who God says you are, and God does not make mistakes. He made you on purpose, He wired you with intentions. He placed gifts in you that the world has been waiting for. You are one of a kind. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You are light. You are the salt of the earth. God's got your back every single second of the day, and I want you to believe this. And this is a daily choice of confidence. This is you finally agreeing with God. I want you to walk as the girl that is agreeing with who God says she is. So, welcome to that walk because I know it will only get better every single day that you choose God, as you choose God's words and you choose confidence. So if this spoke to you, let me know in the comment. I'll be right there with you. I want you to remember who you are and choose confidence today. I love you so much and God loves you much more. God really, really got you so much. He got your back so much. I just need you to act like it. I'll see you very soon.